All right, guys. So I was watching the video I made at lunchtime. I was watching it back, and I said, I'm going to make another video. I'm going to maybe a little bit of education here. I don't know why I'm making this video, but maybe it'll make sense by the end. And by the way, I'm on my afternoon break. I have to say that in case anybody goes, are you at 11 o'clock? No, I'm on my afternoon break. We get a break. We get 2 a day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at lunch. That's 3. Well, 2 breaks and a lunch. So I'm making this video. But this video is mainly for cop watchers, First Amendment auditors, and maybe even Second Amendment auditors, anybody else that happens to get arrested. And this is kind of how it goes. Now, sometimes you may do everything the officer wants you to do. Like, you may give all your information, everything, and the officer may still say, you know what, I don't like this, or you're resisting me on this, you're being arrested. What the fuck, really? So you go and you get booked in. Keep everything, document everything that you can. Always when a cop comes up to you and he goes, put that down, I'm going to talk to you. Say, no, I'm documenting for my own records. If he stops you, before he stops you from recording, ask, why are you keeping me from recording? Or why are you stopping my recording? I want to know on camera. Because anything that happens after he stops your recording is questionable. Why did he stop it? Why doesn't he want you recording the interaction? Something's going on here. See, it's questionable. But if he allows you to record, you're documenting. And I'm going to refer back to the court case I had that I mentioned at lunchtime. If you're watching this video, you can click on my channel, watch the video. It's No Thanks, an AV Watchman Get an Offer, that video, where I mentioned my court case. And one of the biggest reasons why they only went with a noise complaint, there was 2 pieces of evidence they had. Me yelling. I don't know if they had me yelling on camera or not, but they had the audio recording because the officer keyed his mic when I was yelling at him, and dispatch recorded that. And so they had a CD. The public defender had a CD, and I'm going to get back to public defender in a second. They had a CD he showed me of me yelling. So that's why they got the noise complaint. The reason they didn't get resisting arrest or resisting an officer or jaywalking is because I recorded the incident and I gave him my name, my date of birth, which he repeated, my date of birth, and wrote it down. And I said my name like 4 times, I think. So I gave him my information. I did not jaywalk. And so basically he didn't really have anything on me other than I screamed at him. That's why they agreed to go noise. My point is always record your interactions. It's a documentation of what happened. Because Yucaipa Police, which is part of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, they're contracted to the city of Yucaipa, don't have body cameras because the city doesn't want to pay for the equipment nor the maintenance of the equipment, nor to maintain it, the data and so forth. They don't want to dish this out, so they're not buying body cameras. So the only documentation I had was my camera. And if you go back and watch that video, I'm not going to put the link here. It's on my channel. It's from last August, or May to August of 2019. But if you go watch that, you'll see where he walks up to me and goes, can you put that down, please? And I said, no, I'm not putting it down. And I continue to record. That's what saved my ass. Literally. Or he would have had me on resisting a peace officer. So I had that, and the prosecutor saw that and went, I gave him his name and shit. Oh, he's yelling, he's screaming. That's noise. Got him. So anytime you get arrested, record. Do. I don't know what that tune was. Record it. So then what happens is they file the charges. Now, don't think so you go to court, there's no charges, you're not on the docket to appear, you're not anywhere. Don't think, oh, it's a no file, and walk away. Because then what's going to happen is you're either going to get a notice in the mail or it's going to pop up again on a future court appearance. that the officer or deputy or whoever filed a continuance. People say, well, cops can't file continuances. Yeah, they actually can. They fill out a form. They send it to the, I don't know if they send it to the court or the DA, one of them. And they send it in and they say, I would like to request the hearing to be on this date instead of this date back here. How do I know this? Because the form I got was signed by the deputy. And it literally said, I would like to change the court appearance or something to the effect of or the reference of, I would like the court date hearing to be from, it went from August to October. And it was signed by the deputy. And it was stamped by the court, the San Bernardino court. So the cops, yes, can go, I don't want, my report isn't finished yet. I'm still doing my investigation. Can I have the court date on this date later? And they'll go, yeah, okay, you're good. So but they don't tell you, because I didn't get it until 11 days after I was supposed to appear. Yeah, it may have been longer than that, but it was around there. So you go to court and there's a no file. Wait 6 months or so. Keep checking your mailbox. Keep checking the court every day. And you'll see one day it'll pop up as filed. Boop. And you'll go, oh, that motherfucker filed it. So then you go to your arraignment. You plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. No contest simply means, yeah, I'm going to plead guilty and I can't sue later. But there's like no, yeah, you can't. You're not really pleading guilty, but you kind of are. You're just not contesting the charges. No contendere. No contest. So you're kind of really, I'm not pleading guilty. I'm just not going to contest this. Oh, so you are guilty. So guilty, no guilty, or no contendere. No contest. I was going to plead guilty on it, but when I stepped up there, the judge said, I'm going to plead not guilty on behalf of the defendant. Your pretrial date will be this date. And I kind of looked at him because 5 people had come up before me, and he said, how do you plead? And I plead guilty. Guilty, okay, I'm just going to fine you. So I thought, I'll just get a fine, $200 fine or whatever, because 5 people before me, all of them pled guilty, all of them got a fine for different things. So I get up there and he goes, I'm going to plead not guilty on behalf of the defendant. Your pretrial date will be this date. And I was like, I had this blank stare. I think he saw it. It was a deer in the headlight look. And he goes, can you afford a lawyer? I said, no, Your Honor, I don't know that I can afford an attorney. He goes, okay, $50 retainer for public defender for the defendant. You get a public defender. I said, thank you, Your Honor. He goes, you're very welcome. And he called the next person and I walked out. So I ended up taking a public defender for $50. I didn't have to ask you guys for $300, $500, or $1,100 for a retainer for some lawyer. The judge assigned me public defender with a $50 retainer. That's all I paid, $50 the whole time. And I didn't have to ask you guys for the money. So that's what the judge did that on my behalf. He gave me a pretrial date. So at the pretrial conference, you wait there. The public defender came out and he goes, okay, here's what they're offering. You take 415 unreasonable noise and you walk out of here. Bye, scot-free. No probation, no community service, no, time served. Now in California, you get what's called 50% time served. They asked for 4 days confinement for me. Now under California, the charges I had, there's a 50% exemption, or I forget the word, but basically what they do is they take away 50% of the confinement that the prosecutors are asking for. They asked for me to be in jail for 4 days. Well, California allows me to take away 50% of that. 2 days. Well, I went there at 7, 8 o'clock at night. I was released at 3 in the morning. So before midnight, after midnight, bye-bye. No, before midnight, after midnight, that's 2 days served. So basically I had time served already. I already served that 4 days, yeah. So I basically just got up and walked out. Now, some people said, yeah, but you took the charge. Yeah, but I can ask for it to be expunged later, and that's fine. And I don't ever get arrested anyway, so it's like so what? I got it sitting on a shelf somewhere. It's it's on my record. It's unreasonable noise. But anyway, so that's what they did. He said, that's their offer. I could have said, you know what? F that. We're going to court, man. We're going to trial. I'm not taking it. I could have said that. But then what they would have done is they would have set a trial date, and I would have had to come up with more money for the public defender, whether it was the $150 for trial day, or I think it's like $150 a day or whatever it was. San Bernardino Superior Court has a fee schedule, and I think it's like $150 for each day of trial. I didn't want to fork out any more money. My wife was sitting next to me. She stressed the fuck out. She's like, can we just do this? Let's get done with this. So when he came back out, I said, I'll take it. Let's do it. He goes, all right. He goes, smart decision, by the way. He goes, it's a bullshit charge. He goes, but you're right to do this. Just get out of here. Get it out of your hair. Let's go on. And I thanked him. He goes, oh, thank you. He goes, I think you're the first of 1,000 to thank me. He did a great job. So anyway, that's how it works. I could have went to trial, and then we had to do it. You guys have watched these people like Eric Brandt and them go to trial, and then continuance, and then another continuance, and another trial, and then they get charged. He got convicted. He's getting sentenced in February. But, that's kind of how it works. I hope I helped some of you. I hope that some of you gleaned something from this. If not, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll make another video. If you have questions, I'll make a video on your questions. Thank you, Community Leo Watch. I'm here to educate, not resuscitate. Thank you, guys.